Today we're in the kitchen making homemade granola. This is one of my family's favorite recipes. It's so easy and it has a great rough texture and nutty flavor. So first we're going to start with some oats. These are old-fashioned oats, so they're bigger than the quick oats. Then we're going to add some unsweetened coconut. And then I chopped up some pecans and some almonds. You can use whatever nuts you prefer. These are my family's favorites, but you could use sunflower seeds, anything you want. I just like to keep everything roughly the same size. That way when you're eating the granola, you don't have huge chunks you're trying to chew through. I also add cinnamon. This adds a really nice complement to all the nuts. And then about a teaspoon of salt, and this will just really bring out all those flavors. Once you have all those ingredients in the bowl, just give it a light toss. All we're trying to do is kind of evenly distribute everything throughout the oats. Now that this is done, we're going to move over to the stovetop and make our wet mix. So now that we're at the stovetop, we're going to put in a stick of butter, about 1/4 cup of honey. You can just eyeball a lot of this. That's the great thing about granola, is it's totally customizable to whatever you like. And then some brown sugar. And we just want to melt this together. We don't want it to be bubbly and caramelized, because then when it hardens it would be really, really crunchy and make the granola just a little bit too hard to eat. So all you're going for here is that it's dissolved together. So now that we have our dry mix and our wet mix, I'm going to add some extracts, just a little bit of almond extract, and that'll just highlight all those nutty flavors we have going on in the granola, and then some vanilla. Once these are all stirred together, they'll bubble up just a little bit. Once they stop bubbling, we'll just pour them right in here. And then we'll just mix it together. Just mix until everything's evenly coated. There's no big chunks of any one ingredient, and it's all just distributed through the wet mixture evenly. Okay, now that we have it all mixed together, we're just going to dump it on our sheet tray. I like to line my sheet tray with parchment because when it's done baking, it makes it easier to just break it up and get it off the bottom, and that way nothing sticks to the pan. Once it's in a nice even layer, I actually don't like it to be flat. I like to go in and kind of rough it up a little bit. That just makes the texture a little better. Once you break it up, you don't have really hard chunks. It breaks up a little more easily. And now that it's on the pan, we just bake it for 40 minutes, and we're going to mix it every 10 minutes and then take it out. After you take your granola out of the oven, it will look like it's still a little bit wet and not dry enough, but it will harden up as it sits. So while it's still wet, just sprinkle on your cranberries, and then I like to just push them down in, and as it cools, they'll stick in the granola, and then you can break it up into the size pieces that you want.